So, without further ado, let's start with Zabbix Japan. And of course, for our first speaker from Zabbix Japan, who else than CEO of Zabbix Japan, Kodai Terashima. He's written Zabbix books in Japanese, so he's a great contributor. He's been with the company for something like 10 years, a really long time. He's like a really skilled, really knowledgeable guy and a great contributor to our team. So let's welcome Kodai.
Hello everyone, I'm Kodai from Zabbix Japan. I'm honored to have the first presentation of this summit. I think most of listeners are from Asian and Oceanian countries. I think Europe is still sleeping. I manage Zabbix branch and market in Japan. Let me introduce how Zabbix is Japan today. Just explain where we are. Zabbix companies are in 5 different regions now. Main company is in Riga and there are 4 subsidiaries: United States, Brazil, Russia, and Japan. We have a physical office in center of Tokyo. We provide Zabbix official service to Japanese market. Short explanation with me. I'm CEO of Zabbix Japan and author of first Japanese Zabbix book. I created a Zabbix Japanese community in 2005, and I moved to Latvia and joined the Zabbix team in 2011. Then I back to Japan and established a branch in Tokyo in 2012 to be closer to Japanese partners. Zabbix Japan operates 9 years already here. After established Japanese branch, number of partners in Japan was increased every year. We have more than 50 partners in Japan now. They are partners in Japan. We have 4 premium partners and more than 40 certified partners and 7 resellers now. Most of them are system integrator. Main business of them is consulting, installation, and integration service for their customers. Zabbix Japan provide the backend support for them. There are many partners here, we prefer to do some marketing activities and sales activities with partners. We have a partner meeting and technical workshop periodically with all partners to keep good communication and good knowledge. Zabbix Japan provide only product support and training service here. Also, we do marketing activities. Zabbix software is developed by Riga team, so we do not have developers here. And our partners provide some installation and integration and consulting services. Also, they are a distributor of official support service. Zabbix Japan do not sell support directly to end user. One more thing, we develop and provide hardware appliance in Japanese market, and especially for Zabbix beginners. Zabbix software is installed and database and OS are well tuned, and we tested how many hosts and items can work on it. One of the difficult thing to use Zabbix is managing database and keep good performance. It's hard to understand for beginners how to tune them and how sizing hardware. So appliance is simple and easy solution to set up Zabbix installation. Zabbix Japan operates around 9 years, as I explained. Zabbix is now well-known monitoring solution here. I would like to introduce some customers that are listed in case studies page on zabbix.com. Please refer the link on the bottom of the slide if you are interested in more details. Major telecommunication companies use Zabbix, and bank and financial area as well. Zabbix monitor important environment of their system or services. Zabbix is also used in government and education segment. They prefer to use simple solution, so hardware appliance is good for this market. Internet and web service companies also use Zabbix. Zabbix monitor their internet services. Their environment are usually dynamically changed. Monitored hosts and services are frequently added or removed. Zabbix has some automation feature and API. These are useful to flow changes in their system. I cannot introduce all users and customers, but many of major enterprise and well-known company use Zabbix. Zabbix is also a well-known solution to replace traditional expensive monitoring software. Zabbix is now one of the most major monitoring solutions in Japan. The below is a report from IDC Japan in 2016. 16.2% of open source friendly enterprise companies use Zabbix. So Zabbix is a kind of de facto standard software in the monitoring market here. We have two big Zabbix events in Japan. One is Zabbix Conference Japan. The Conference Japan 2020 will be in 13th to 14th of November this year. It is 9th of conference here. Around 400 people join every year. Because of COVID, unfortunately, only 100 seats will be available at the event hall this year. But we will provide online streaming as well. I'm not sure how many Japanese are listening here, but please join Conference Japan as well. It is free to register. Another one is INTEROP Tokyo. The event is one of the biggest IT exhibitions in Japan. We participated every year, and we have a big booth with around 10 partners. Unfortunately, INTEROP 2020 was cancelled because of COVID, but they already scheduled 2021. We will participate it next year as well. SHOWNET is a sub-event of the INTEROP. It is kind of fun event for engineers. Exhibitors bring their network devices and get together to create advanced network for exhibition place. We also joined SHOWNET with partners, and Zabbix monitor all devices in SHOWNET environment. It takes time to explain what is INTEROP and SHOWNET. Please search them on the internet. There are English version of the official site. Thank you very much to hear my presentation. As I mentioned, we usually communicate to local market only. So I do not have many chance to communicate with Zabbix users in other countries. I hope COVID program will be better next year, and Tokyo Olympic will be successful. If you have a chance to come to Tokyo, feel free to contact us. we are welcome to have a communication with you. Let us know Zabbix in your countries. The summit is very long. There are lots of interesting topics from different countries. Have fun.
Thank you a lot, Kodai. If you feel like asking any questions to Kodai, you can use our Q&A section and ask him any questions there. He will chime in and answer any questions that you may have. So feel free to use that feature that we have over here in our summit.